what is the idea behind the culture of health?
So the Culture of Health is an initiative which the company has started, and it's usually endorsed by either the HR or the SHE committee. And the idea is to bring forth access to information, spread awareness, bring out certain activities like you would have seen in the last year. So generally, it focuses on overall well-being of the employee, and it's by the employees for the employees. We're all part-time members of the Culture of Health Committee who plan and execute such activities. So basically building awareness on health issues, generally improving activity levels of your employees and having them, own their healthy habits.
Okay, that's nice. Can you talk about some new initiatives that are coming away from COH?
Right. So before I talk about the new initiatives, we had some pretty good ones last year. We had the Fruity Fridays. We got the Virgin Pulse Global Challenge, which generated a lot of excitement. So we're definitely going to be renewing those in 2020. We are having the fruits coming back. We're going to have a similar challenge like last year come back. There are several other challenges. I don't want to give them away, but we have more initiatives focused at your health, so monitoring your health, but employees taking charge of their health numbers, let's say that, and then have more initiatives focusing on activity levels, getting people, getting them up from their seats, making them, increasing their activity levels, and then with the cafeteria coming on site, we're going to have more healthy eating habits being promoted.
I'd really want that, personally. Okay. Do you see that the current initiatives are being utilized to their full potential? And do you think we can basically go on and improve that in certain way?
Yeah, I mean, to the first part, we have a mixed feeling. So some of them are really well utilized, I would say. For example, the fruits are pretty well utilized. We get good feedback. We have active feedback, good and bad, both actually. And some of the others, like Virgin Pulse, was very well utilized. We had about 95% of the employees actually participated in that, so that was pretty good. But not all. There are some on the other side of the spectrum wherein we see a lot of response. People want those, but then we don't see a lot of attendance. We probably don't see as much excitement around them. For example, meditation and mindfulness sessions, we started those. We had a very good feedback early on. We had a lot of excitement. A lot of people wanted more frequent sessions. But as a trend, we see that the attendance falls short, as the program matures. So we do plan to bring those back. We want to re-engineer some of those programs. We want probably to improve some of it, improve participation. But I think culturally, we've seen that if there's no incentives, tangible incentives to programs, people will tend to not come. But we all need to be aware that the incentives that is there to these programs is that you go away with a new activity, let's say, or a bunch of new information about your health, and you try to practice and inculcate those good habits. So that's I think the ownership of each one's health is in each one's hand.
So any message that you want to send to the chemical folks in the company regarding the culture of health?
Well, culture of health is very new in India, and we're still trying to establish it. So we are always looking for increased participation, increased volunteers. We're always looking for help because it's a small committee which works part-time on it. So having a good volunteer base, no matter what the skill set, if there are people who want to market some of these programs, if they want to do flyers, promote it, if they want to help in execution, if people have new ideas that they would like to execute and own, we're open to all of that. So we are actively looking for volunteers at all times, and it's not just chemical. If it could be any affiliate, because this spreads across the whole site. We plan to start a SharePoint. We already have a SharePoint, but we need to, let's say, improve it, make it more friendly, that'll be one of the areas where we would like to promote the COH initiatives, get participation, roll out a calendar on there. So that'll be like the go-to COH point that we want to create.
That's quite nice. We definitely want this message to get across to everyone.